Hello, my name is David Chambers, and this program, the first in our series, is about the origins of karate, the most popular of the Oriental martial arts and the one best known to Westerners. But first, let me tell you something about us. Martial Arts Television is committed to educating the world about the martial arts and their relevance to modern life. We regard you, our audience, as colleagues and supporters, participants in this experiment, not simply viewers. We want to work with you through these shows to reach the general public who may not yet know how beneficial the martial arts can be. With this goal in mind, we ask you to support us and our sponsors, some of the best and most reputable companies in the world of martial arts. Helping them helps us bring you this show. In future programs, we will be bringing you the complete range of martial arts, but in this show we will concentrate on karate and its origins. Although until quite recently it was taught only in secret, karate in the past 30 years has become very popular and very public. All styles of modern karate have a similar history with minor variations, so let's examine the Goju Ryu story as it's fairly typical. 19th century Okinawa was a poor place, and its inhabitants had to travel to make a living or to educate themselves. Kanro Higaonna headed west to China in the autumn of 1865, just as surely as many of his fellow Okinawans did, and took up residence in the city of Fuzhou in Fujian province. When he returned to Okinawa in 1882, he was not the same person. From 14 years of intensive martial arts training, he had acquired quite incredible physical power, which he could apply skillfully and to great effect. Higaonna established himself as a leading figure in the world of martial arts, and by the turn of the century was famous throughout the Ryukyu Islands. His most promising student, Choju Miyagi, introduced his young friend, Kenwa Mabuni, to his master's dojo. Mabuni would in later years teach Gichin Funakoshi, a small part of his own extensive repertoire of kata, gathered from both the Itosu and Higaonna traditions. Thus, Goju Ryu, Shito Ryu, and Shotokan karate, and their many derivatives, are bound closely together historically. Goju Ryu Karate is the older of the three styles of karate we are presenting today. It predates almost all modern schools, as Morio Higaonna shows in his new book, by tracing its origins to the city of Fuzhou in China and the date of its transmission to Okinawa to around 1882. Goju Ryu has a well-deserved reputation for being one of the toughest schools of karate, and Higaonna Sensei as being one of its toughest instructors. Morio Higaonna is considered by many to be the world's leading exponent of Okinawan Goju Ryu Karate. He is the student of Eihachi Miyagi, the last disciple of the style's founder, Choju Miyagi, and an authority both on the style itself and its history. As charming as he is knowledgeable, we were very pleased to have this opportunity to interview him. Sensei, please tell me how your formal education in karate began.
最初のね、それから
When I went to junior high school, there was a boy called Shimabukuro Sunutaka, 2 grades ahead of me, who had done Shorin Ryu when he was small, and later changed to Goju Ryu when he went to high school. His house was only 10 minutes from mine, and he taught me kata from both styles in his garden. He recommended that I train at the garden dojo of Chochun Miyagi-sensei. I joined Chochun Sensei's dojo when I was 16 years old and formally learned Sanchin kata under Eihachi Miyagi.
How is traditional karate different from sport karate?
それはスポーツ空手というのは
In the case of karate as a Budo or martial art, it's a matter of living or dying, killing or being killed, or even dying together. But in sport karate, you make rules and eliminate all the dangerous techniques, so it becomes just a match. Sport karate is fine for young people, but we should look upon it as just a step along the path to true karate, just a small part of the whole subject. When young people finish with competition, it's time for them to move on to a deeper study and understanding of karate as a martial art.
We hope to bring you footage in our next show of Higaonna Sensei's visits to Russia, where he trained Kremlin security staff in Goju Ryu Karate. His extraordinary new video, Power Training, produced by Tsunami Productions, is now available in the United States and overseas, and we have details and a preview for you coming up next. After the break, we will welcome to the studio Eihachi Ota, a Shorin Ryu 7th Dan with a very special talent.
Morio Higaonna's power training video represents the knowledge acquired during the entire lifetime of this most prominent of karate masters. Knowledge so deep, it would need several years of training as well as attendance at dozens of seminars to acquire all the training methods that are packed into 90 minutes of this professionally filmed presentation. Twice the length of the average martial arts video, it covers in great detail warming up and power development exercises, training with equipment, body conditioning, makiwara training, kata and its applications, sparring, and the historical background of karate. Suitable for karate enthusiasts of all styles who need to improve their power, speed, flexibility, and stamina, this newly released production is in a class of its own. Call 1-800-717-MATV to order your copy of this landmark video. 90 minutes with one of the greatest karate masters on earth will be yours for just $39.95 plus $5.50 shipping and handling. Our friendly operators are waiting to help you.
Whatever your style, there is only one uniform that will always exceed expectations. Meijin. Skillfully constructed from brushed cotton canvas, its unique features include ventilated underarm gussets, gauze-lined shoulders and waist, standard and full-cut fittings, split sizes, and separates in a complete range of full and half sizes from 3 through 9. Now available with customized Japanese embroidery. Meijin Karate Uniforms, the professional's choice.
Welcome back to Martial Arts Television and our examination of karate's origins. It's often stated that karate means empty hand. This is not really so. Originally it was known as China hand, the word being pronounced in exactly the same way, but written with the ideogram for karate's country of origin. Karate was not originally just an empty-handed art. Chinese masters frequently trained with a staff, for example. The Okinawan masters that followed them applied the fighting techniques to the tools and utensils commonly used in their homeland, and kobudo, or the use of traditional implements as weapons, eventually became recognized as a distinct discipline. Some karate teachers from Okinawa still study the weapon arts, and our second guest today, Eihachi Ota, a 7th Dan Shorin Ryu instructor from Yaeyama Island, Okinawa, has distinguished himself in this field with the bow and the kama. Ota Sensei has been resident in the Los Angeles area for many years now and travels within the United States holding clinics and seminars. He agreed to speak to us when he was at the Tsunami Productions studio making an instructional video. Sensei, your thoughts on the future, but first, tell us about the makiwara.
Yeah, makiwara breakers, I don't know how many makiwara I broke, but I hope that someday I'd like to train with American people to how to build up the speed and power. Because my weight was 135 pounds to break in the Makioras, almost the impossible to most people think about. But I think it's possible because I went to break the Makiora so many times.
Did they make you pay for it?
I hope they don't send me bill. I haven't got that bill yet. But so if I start talking about karate, I can talk hours, day and night. But hopefully I can go visit more school, and I hope the opportunity to help my experience to the American people.
Our journey from ancient to modern times will continue after the break. Exclusive to martial arts television and for the first time in the United States, Japanese Masters of Karate is an historic experience that will thrill and amaze every true enthusiast. Featuring the unique skills of masters Higaonna, Kanazawa, Shiomitsu, Kimura, Takamizawa, Hayashi, Ochi, Tomiyama, Asano and Otsuka, plus world kata champions Sakamoto and Mimura with the Japanese national team. Produced in Europe, 55 minutes of concentrated excellence for just $39.95 plus $5.50 shipping and handling. Call 1-800-717-MATV to order your copy of this unique karate experience. California residents, please add 7.25% sales tax. Call now, our operators are waiting to assist you.
Since 1972, Fighting Arts International has been the world's window into the genuine martial arts and has featured the leading experts from every possible discipline. For the first time, this legendary magazine is available in the United States. This is the original, world-renowned publication imported directly from the publisher in the UK. Fighting Arts is printed on high-quality paper and packed with serious, thought-provoking articles written for the dedicated enthusiasts by the world's leading experts. Call 1-800-717-MATV, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to order your subscription. Our friendly, experienced operators are waiting to help you. 6 bi-monthly editions of the world's greatest martial arts magazine delivered to your home for just $39, including shipping and handling. Call now. 1-800-717-MATV, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
In this next part of our program, we will combine two of the most famous names in the Shito-ryu form of karate. First, we will introduce Kenzo Mabuni, the son of the founder of the style and the current headmaster. Then we will meet Fumio Demura, one of the true pioneers of American karate. First, a conversation with the son of Kenwa Mabuni, the teacher who, in the mid-20s, by combining the names of his teachers and their styles, gave the world Shito-ryu Karate. Sensei, do you know anything about the Karate Kenkyu Club that Choju Miyagi, Choyu Motobu and your father founded in Naha around 1926?
そうですね、そういうのも聞いたことはあるんですが。
Yes, I heard about that. I think that when they heard that Funakoshi-san was going to Tokyo, they wanted to get together and make an enbukai, a study group.
Did your father and Miyagi-sensei train together?
Yes, they were both students of Kanro Higaonna sensei of Nahate. They were kyodai, like dojo brothers, and were always talking about karate and doing research.
Did they meet often?
After Kanro sensei died, my father went to Japan to introduce karate. But Miyagi sensei stayed in Okinawa because of his family and business commitments. However, when he came to Japan, he would always stay with us.
On the death of our last guest's father, his senior students went their separate ways, and branches of Shito-ryu developed that reflected each instructor's views and preferences. From one of these, the Itosu, comes Fumio Demura, a man whose ability is legendary, but whose name is not necessarily always linked with the style that he so ably represents. Although he's a very public person who has appeared in many major movies and performed countless demonstrations over the years, few people have been privileged to meet Fumio Demura face to face and talk, as we shall after the break.
Dragon Times has grown in just a few years from a single sheet flyer to a 40-page, commercially printed, quarterly newspaper that is now available nationwide. Supported by the most respected names in the martial arts community, Dragon Times offers well-researched, accurate, and detailed information on all facets of training in a wide variety of traditional martial disciplines. Once read only by instructors, Dragon Times is now available to all martial artists for a subscription of just $8 per year for 4 quarterly issues, including postage. Dragon Times can also be found at branches of Barnes & Noble, Borders Books and Music, Hastings Entertainment, and Tower Records. Dragon Times, your most reliable guide to the world of martial arts.
A festival of martial arts celebrated by some of the greatest living masters, produced in England as a series of network shows which have been condensed into this fast-moving display of skill, strength, and fighting ability. Hosted by European karate champion Terry O'Neill, the action and quality of production sets this video apart. 70 minutes of non-stop, high-quality action that will thrill, amaze, and astonish you. Demonstrations of karate, kobudo, aikido, and kendo by some of the best teachers in the world, including a senior student of Funakoshi Gichin, the founder of Shotokan Karate. Budosai is a celebration of the martial arts that should not be missed. 20 masters, 70 minutes, network television quality, all for only $29.95 plus $5.50 shipping and handling. Your order will be shipped within 24 hours by UPS insured freight. Sorry, no CODs. California residents, please add 7.25% sales tax. Our friendly operators are waiting to help you.
Whether it's as a senior karate instructor, author, or stunt double to Pat Morita in the Karate Kid movies, Fumio Demura excels at everything he does. I had the pleasure of interviewing this legendary karate master when he visited the MATV studios recently. Sensei, if karate becomes an Olympic sport, do you think that we will have both Olympic karate and real karate, or will traditional karate disappear?
I hope we can do both, but I don't think, I don't think. We might have maybe more popular-wise, but at the same time, I think more loose Budo connections. I mean, good part of Budo. Why I study Budo? Why everybody do Budo? Because mental discipline, and also you learn a lot of idea, and then we have to use this idea to the society today, at work, in the school, at the home, every situation you have to work with it. That is the martial art of Budo mind. And the Olympic is just mostly competition, which is the better, which is the faster. So that is I'm afraid losing spirit of Budo.
What improvements would you like to see in the martial arts scene in America?
Well, one thing's a lot of people never take karate or any other martial art. A lot of people are against, oh, that's too dangerous. That's no good for just my son, too violent, because they don't understand that. But if you practice so many years, you know it's good for every human being. Because I know, because I go through myself. I'm much more humble, and I can go cooperate anybody. I can work anything. And I believe myself that way. So I have no problem with anybody, anywhere, anything I do. That's what I learn. So if you go this way, my dream is everybody in this country, I'd like to try to learn martial art.
So you feel, as I do, that education is the key to success?
Yes.
Thank you very much. With today's guest, we have taken just a few steps along the path of karate's history. There are still many questions to ask, stories to be told, and facts to uncover. A task for other shows and another time. Please stay where you are for just a few minutes. We'll be back after the break.
Tsunami martial arts videos are recognized worldwide as the very finest of their kind. Tsunami's dedicated production team has captured, in their most perfect form, the classical schools of karate. In doing so, they have produced a historical resource of enormous value to this and future generations. The best instructors, the best photography and sound, the best writing and research. Tsunami, the best martial arts videos in the world. Whatever your style, there is only one uniform that will always exceed expectations. Meijin. Skillfully constructed from brushed cotton canvas, its unique features include ventilated underarm gussets, gauze-lined shoulders and waist, standard and full-cut fittings, split sizes, and separates in a complete range of full and half sizes from 3 through 9. Now available with customized Japanese embroidery. Meijin Karate Uniforms, the professional's choice. The Dragon Associates website features everything from fast-breaking news to a martial arts store, information on the latest videos to back issues of Dragon Times and Fighting Arts magazine. For information you can depend on from the best instructors and martial arts writers in the world, visit us on the World Wide Web at www.dragon-tsunami.org. Dragon Associates since 1968.
We hope that you've enjoyed our show and that you'll join us next time when we will bring you more from the fascinating world of the martial arts. If you would like to comment on the show or would like further information, you can contact us at MATV, Box 6039, Thousand Oaks, California 91359, or fax us at area code 805-371-6224. Apart from thanking our guests, our production team, and our sponsors, that's all we have for you until the next time. Goodbye. We'll see you again soon on Martial Arts TV.